What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Shakespeare, keeping it 100. Y'all already know how we do here, fam. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button, click that post notification bell. Make sure to like, share, and comment down below. Right now, we're about to jump into a reaction. This has been really heavily requested for me to watch, but I don't really watch any of these groups or artists outside of my reactions. And then I posted the question in the comment section, should I do a reaction to this? And everybody was just like, yes, 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 yes. So I said, okay, the next BTS reaction I'm going to do a This Is BTS, the introduction to BTS, just because I'm already a fan of their music, the diversity, the things they're able to do and stuff like that. But it's hard to retain all the information that you guys are feeding me in the comments just because you guys flood the comments the way that you do. And I appreciate that so very much. So I thought, like, you know what? We're just going to do a reaction to this. And you know, if you guys watch, great. If you don't watch it with me, it's all good. It is what it is. It's going to be a little bit of a lengthy reaction here. Now, I do get some flack in a lot of my comments if my opinion differs from other people's opinions. I get it. We all have our opinion. I'm non-biased if something is not right or doesn't sound right. Not even with BTS, just in anything. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it real. To give a little bit of a background knowledge of who I am as a person, as an artist. I've been in the music industry pretty much my entire life. I was born into it. My grandfather was a recording artist. My father is a recording artist. My father's produced over 50 albums, engineered as well as played and released his own. My father is a world-renowned finger-picking guitarist. My brother had the largest independent rock group in Toronto music history. My father's brothers and sisters, everybody in my family plays instruments, multiple instruments. One of my aunts is a jazz blues singer, kind of like Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald style. Her twin brother had the largest Beatles tribute band in Canadian music history. When he sings, he sounds identical to Paul McCartney. It's just his natural voice. He's not trying to mimic Paul McCartney. I myself had 2 songs on the Billboard charts back in the 90s throughout Europe. Got ripped off by some of the record labels I worked with, so I took a step back from the limelight, from the forefront of the music industry, ran record labels, owned record labels, managed artists, got back into the music industry as an artist and stuff like that. So I've been in the industry my entire life. So when I try and break down these reactions and give some insight onto these reactions, it's not necessarily just my opinion, it's my professional opinion on why I think certain things. I might be able to hear certain things that the untrained ear might not necessarily hear. So it's no reason to get upset, mad at me, and yell at me in a comment or something like that. We don't have to agree with each other. This is just, again, I'm keeping it 100. This portion of my channel is called Shakespeare Keeping It 100 because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I will give constructive criticism in a way where if it's an independent artist on the come up trying to make it, I'm not going to smash their hopes and dreams. I'm going to be nice and I'm going to tell you the truth, what you might need to work on. If it's an established artist, there's many reactions on here where I just say, like, this isn't good, and I give a reason why. That being said, I just want to give y'all, the army and the BTS fans that are going to check this out, a little bit of a background history on who I am and kind of what led me to kind of want to do reactions and get into it. I just feel I have a lot of insight, and I have a lot of insight in the industry on so many different genres that doing reactions, doing honest, genuine reactions to not just mainstream artists, but independent artists, I have a lot of knowledge to be able to offer. And so with all that being said, let's jump into this reaction. Right now we're going to react to This Is BTS, the introduction to BTS. Let's go. Oh my God. And I gotta tell you, from an artist standpoint, I've never performed in front of an audience this big. I've performed in front of 40, 50,000 people at like Lollapalooza and those kind of festivals and stuff like that. Until you're on the stage, you really can't imagine how electrifying it is to be on a stage with that many people singing back the lyrics to your words. The energy is just so electric that like it's such a euphoric feeling that artists that have been there crave that and try to get that back sometimes for their entire life and the remaining years of their music career. Like it's so hard to stay at that plateau and stay on top. It's crazy.
How many of you have heard of BTS?
Who is BTS and why are they so popular? BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea. While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy.
For sure.
But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s? Take a closer look at this age and gender demographic.
I totally believe that. I can see that just from the comments and how nice you guys are. Like, you guys open up and tell me so much. I can 100% accurate, for sure.
BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul ticket sales. Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males.
Wow.
BTS's fans, named ARMY, will often
shout
tell
out
you BTS
ARMY
is not your typical boy band.
It's true.
Why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artist for healing. The company, and namely their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, wanted BTS to be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow with. Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personalities and talents with the world.
Wow.
Which is why BTS stands for 방탄소년단, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
Wow.
방탄 meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed at adolescents like bullets.
Wow.
To preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescents. In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality and instead open the door and go forward to achieve growth. BTS debuted on June 12, 2013 with 7 members. RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members came from different parts of Korea. So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge. Their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다라고 얘기를 하고 그런 부분.
This man is incredible. This man is a genius. Being able to, it's like he was able to see the future and he implemented certain things in the beginning so that when that stardom did come, they have all the T's and I's dotted and crossed and everything is good to go. Wow. A real visionary.
친화력을 혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나 이렇게 생각됩니다.
For sure.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength and support and formed a brotherhood.
It's amazing.
내 머릿속에는 옆에 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러운 그러니까 뭔가 내 핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아. 생각나?
그죠. 소중하다 못해 없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까.
좀 생각을
It's
해보면
amazing.
이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요. 이제는. 예. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 예.
That's great.
되게 유치하지만 그냥 운명이었던 거예요, 이거는. 예.
Their climb to the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to bankruptcy.
Wow.
Since Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, they lacked the resources for promoting BTS.
Wow.
Even getting the chance to debut was a fluke. Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone else's spot.
Oh my God. That's crazy how life works out like that. Where you take advantage of the opportunity. To Eminem, you only get one chance. One opportunity. Don't blow your shot. So a spot opened up and they needed a filler. They needed somebody to fill in and they stole the show. That's amazing.
Even after they debuted, their performances would often get cut.
Oh,
And if
really?
they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since
Okay.
Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcast.
Makes sense. They weren't paying.
Since they were often not invited to a lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities.
It's amazing.
They also created their own variety shows and often live streamed with fans.
It makes sense why the fan base is called Army, because they were able to form a fan base. They were able to bring people in, show people who they were, the real side of them through their vlogs, and create a loyal fan base, create an army. That's absolutely fantastic. So I'm so glad that you guys recommended this for me, because it's one thing to learn about certain things and hear it or read it, but this gives me that breakdown that all of you have been trying to help me to better understand since my very first BTS reaction. So it's amazing. This is so cool. It's getting me emotional at times as well.
They honed their crafts for hours on end,
Wow.
practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one
Wow.
bedroom.
That's crazy.
2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award. Yet, as they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajeki, which is when a company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts.
Yeah, that happens a lot in North America also. That happens a lot. More than just friends and family buying your CD to support you. Like, it's very, very, very... There's a reason why you hear the same songs on every radio station you turn to, on pop radio stations, because radio stations get paid off, the DJs get paid off to only spin certain artists. They get paid to shelf certain artists. So that doesn't surprise me. Buy views, create bot accounts to drive up streams on certain channels, like all of that stuff. And then again, people don't look at people in the industry. When I say people don't look, people in the industry don't care if when you're an independent artist, they don't care if your views are organic or not. They don't care if you've bought them or not. If you've got 5 million views in 2 days and you're an independent artist, chances are you took money out in a Google ad and you use that to drive up your numbers, drive up your subscriber count. So when record labels see that, they look at it as from an aspect that you're investing in yourself. You're a new business that don't put a lot of money into certain things. Who's going to, when it comes to getting a loan for your business, if you're not putting money into it or you're not putting something to the table, it's hard for other people to want to invest in you. But when you are paying for views and all that other stuff, it makes it easier for the record labels to then want to sign you and do certain things with you because you're investing in yourself, not just in the recording, the mixing and mastering, not just in your music videos, the editing and that stuff. Outside of that spectrum, you're putting money into your marketing. And that's what interests people in the industry, outside of like the groups and the group managements and stuff like that.
That's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling well, ignoring the fact that a small company wouldn't have the resources to pull off such a scam.
Good for them.
These were just a few of their hardships and struggles. I created a separate video highlighting their past hardships. I'll link that in my description
We'll get
box.
into that next. We'll get into that next time.
Throughout the years, BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to
Good
sing
for them.
in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience.
Yep.
They
for sure.
grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the world.
Good for
During
them.
an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly.
Fact.
Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21, 2020, is the best-selling physical album of the year, and they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States alone.
Woo!
The biggest kicker? Well, BTS did this without a single bundle. And what
Wow.
does bundle mean?
Really?
Artists would bundle merchandise
Yeah.
or concert tickets with the album's sales.
Wow.
For example, a copy of an artist's album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or ticket sold for their concert.
Yeah.
These sales would count towards charting numbers and become an industry-wide tactic in the US to help boost
Fact.
sales figures and, in effect, climb up the Billboard charts.
It's just a loophole that people realized they could capitalize on multiple things. BS.
In a 2019 New York Times article, they said about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help of bundles
awesome.
and driven
Look at
by
that.
the power
That's
of armies
crazy.
alone, BTS were able to beat a lot of historic records.
Good for them.
Such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record.
Michael Jackson's 36-year record as #1 foreign artist in the top 10. The Beatles' 22-year record as fastest group with the most #1s. Wow, Adele's 5. They beat the Beatles and Michael Jackson. I don't care so much about Adele's and Celine Dion's. Okay, Celine Dion's 24-year record with 1 million pre-orders in Japan. Okay, that's cool. And Adele's 5-year record with most #1s on iTunes. Those are impressive, but those aren't as impressive as topping the Beatles and Michael Jackson. I don't care what anybody says.
And the Beatles' 22-year record.
Wow.
While these musical acts are famous around the world, Suga has said it's a great honor to be called the Beatles of the 21st century.
That's amazing.
At the same time, it's a bit pressuring to be called that. We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the 21st century.
Wow.
The members themselves have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted. From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7, all 7 members have contributed as either writers and or producers on every album.
That's amazing.
All of BTS are associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association. And as of August 2020, J-Hope, Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association.
That's fantastic.
They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts to their fans.
That's so cool.
Much of their work touches on subjects like mental health, youth and female
So you guys have been
empowerment,
telling me. I can't wait to
child
get into
abuse,
this.
cyberbullying.
I can't wait to get into some of these deeper songs. I got songs. I just released a song called, not too long ago, called Save Me, which deals with like suicide and pressures in life. And then a few years ago, I released a song with a music video called Weight of the World. And the song is essentially about teenage depression. I wrote this song just after my teenage daughter's classmate committed suicide. So this was the song that I wrote called Weight of the World, was essentially to bring awareness to teenage depression and how deep it is and how big of an issue it is. As a parent, like, it's our job to monitor. So like, I can't wait to get into some of their deeper songs as well.
Self-love and development, and socio-economic injustices. Much of their work is also
Wow.
inspired by past writers and thinkers. Their latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify underrepresented voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash from people in power.
Good for them.
BTS are also as charitable as they are talented. Throughout the years, members have been donating individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover the details. One of BTS's few public announcements was in November 2017 for their Love Myself campaign. They partnered with UNICEF to create a campaign aimed at protecting children and teenagers from around the world, with the hope of making the world a better place through music. BTS and their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated 3% of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause.
Very
the
cool.
Love Yourself series, which contained
donating, philanthropy, and stuff like that, is more common than most people know when it comes to the rich and the mega rich. You'd be surprised. You'd be so surprised at the giving back that certain companies, organizations, and stuff like that, and the 1%ers actually have in place when it comes to donating.
3 albums total, sold over 7 million copies worldwide.
Wow.
On September 24, 2018, BTS was invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly.
Very cool.
On January 15,
Very
2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change.
Very cool.
On June 3, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When armies got wind of the news, they matched their
So I was already a fan of all of this of this group and just what I was reading, but seeing this is just wow, and it's making me warm. I can't believe. Yeah, you hear that they give back, people give back, but just how much giving they do, and the fact that you guys, the army, matched the group's 1 million Black Lives Matter donation within 24 hours. That's incredible, man. That's hands for you guys, man. That's beautiful. That's crazy.
$1 million donation in one day.
Woo!
Now, these are just a couple of their acts of charity. With their socially conscious music, BTS created a new fandom culture that brings together fans from different national and racial identities.
Facts.
This led to the emergence of bilingual army volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real time, making the content immediately available to non-Korean speakers.
Fantastic.
We may all speak different languages, but their music and their message connected people from around the world with different ethnicities, background, gender, and age. BTS has also expressed their love and respect for ARMY countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to fans on their social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia. The youngest member, Jungkook, even got the fandom name tattooed on his hand. Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 굳이 영향력을 주는 거창한 것에 안 원하고 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이
This is awesome.
행복하고 웃을 수 있다면 그걸로.
팬이란 게 진짜 뭘까 막 이런 생각을 가끔 많이 하거든요. 결국 그 삶.
These guys do a lot of different things that this world is missing. And the shade that gets thrown on them and on their name is just so unjust. And if everybody could just follow suit with how warm and kind these guys are from the very beginning, the world would be a lot better of a place for all of us and our children.
들 때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는 거기 때문에 결국 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고 무대 하나하나에 최선을 다해야 되고.
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 싫지 않지만 진짜 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이 방탄소년단을 하고 있는 이유가 맞는 것 같아요.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful.
참 다행히도 내가 원래 하고 싶었던 이 메시지 하고 싶었던 음악들을 하고 있어서 참 다행이라고 생각을 해요. 그러기 때문에 되게 그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 주죠.
일단 이 일을 좋아하는 거, 이 일을 사랑하고 너무 좋아하는 게 저에게 큰 영향을 주는 것 같아요.
That's
왜냐면
amazing.
이 일을 하기 싫고 실증이 나고 하면은 무대 위에서도 나타나기 때문에 이 일을 굉장히
Very
사랑하기
true.
때문에 내가 무대 위에서 퍼포먼스를 할 수 있고 노래를 할 수 있는 것 같아요.
계속 와서 응원해주는 모습, 그리고 이렇게 저희를 진심으로 좋아해주는 그런 표정들, 힘들 때 그런 표정들이 저에게 더 힘을 주는 것 같아서.
This is beautiful. This is great.
저희를 알아봐 주신 여러분들이라면 여러분의 꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
Their love for ARMY has also helped them decide on re-signing another 7-year contract with Big Hit Entertainment.
That's
They
awesome.
mentioned doing it for their fans and not for money. So, while people often discredit BTS's talent, likening their popularity to superficial aspects that come with the image of a boy band, it is their development of personalities and sincerity towards their art and their fans that made their fandom the size and reach that it has become. I hope people will come to realize that BTS is more than just their singing and their dancing skills. They're not just performers, but artists who have healed and inspired millions of people around the world. For a deeper dive into BTS, please refer to these websites, apps, and ARMY accounts to stay updated. We're also working on more video projects and a website, so stay tuned.
I just want to say thank you to the ARMY for all the love and support that you guys have shown this channel and helping me along this journey with your advice, giving me the breakdown and the knowledge. And I also want to shout out the ones that recommended this video that was made by xCeleste. I'm going to have the original link to this video in the reaction. As always, the page link for whatever artist we're reacting to is always in the description, along with the video that we're reacting to will be in the description. So this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to have xCeleste's video, her YouTube channel. You already know what it is, man. This got me really, really emotional. It was like a roller coaster, like I rode the wave. I get it. I totally get it now. I understood it before, but now I get it. So there's a little bit of a difference. Y'all know how we do over here, man. We keep it 100. I keep it 100% with y'all. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button, click that post notification bell, make sure to like, share, comment down below, hit me up in the comments, let me know songs, artists, things you want me to react to. I got you. I'll put it on the list. I say this all the time, but everything we react to on this channel is what you request. So keep on requesting, and I'll keep on reacting to your request. It's your boy, xCeleste. I'm keeping it 100, and I'm out. Peace.